Hello and welcome back to part 3, and I promise you we're finished because I believe we only have 10 problems, maybe 8, but it's good practice. So we're going to solve each inequality, and again, we're not going to graph the solutions in these. So one of the first things you probably want to look for is the coefficient. The coefficient here is positive 2, so there won't be any switching of the inequality sign. Nothing, we don't have to worry about forgetting that. All right, so let's go ahead. Our first step would be to apply the inverse operation to our negative 6 3/10. I know it says, if you read it, it's 2x minus 6 3/10, but think of it as a negative 6 3/10. So we're going to add 6 3/10 to both sides. That gives us 10 is less than or equal to 2 times some number x. Our inverse operation will be to divide by 2. Again, no negative coefficient. Don't switch the inequality sign. Number 8, you have to know your how to convert your decimals, because you could go either way on this one. You could convert 2 625 thousandths to a fraction, or convert 4 3/8 to a decimal. I know that 3/8 is 375 thousandths and 625 thousandths is, was it 5/8? So I subtract 4 375 thousandths. I keep doing that. I add 4 375 thousandths to both sides. And I forgot to mention we have a negative coefficient, which means that our sign, our inequality sign, is going to switch. It's going to change. Divide both sides by negative 7, which means my inequality sign switches. X is less than or equal to negative 1. Number 9 and number 10, and we're done. Okay, let's look at the coefficient. Coefficient is positive here, no switching. Coefficient is negative here, I have to switch. I'm going to subtract, did it right this time, 3.5 from both sides. Remember, a negative and a negative added together give me a negative. Do not confuse that rule with multiplication. And 1/2, 1/2, that's right, 6. Negative 6 is greater than 3 times some number x. Inverse operation is to divide both sides by 3. Again, a positive coefficient. I don't switch my inequality sign. So negative 2 is greater than x, or x is less than negative 2. Number 10. Okay, hope you got the right answer. Didn't forget to switch your inequality sign. And the last problem, we're going to, oh, I'm sorry, I rewrote this as decimals. And felt it was easier to subtract decimals than to subtract fractions. So subtract 3 5/10 from both sides. Negative 3 times some number x is less than 2 1/10. That negative sign means I must switch my inequality sign. X is greater than negative 7/10. All right, guys, 3 videos, a lot of good practice. Keys to remember here: watch your coefficient on your variable so you know when to switch your inequality. Other than that, this is very similar to, or almost the same thing as, solving 2-step equations. Talk to you soon.